And we have our crank and slider here. Looks pretty similar to the cam and follower because we are using the same cam here, the snail shape, but we do have again the same options that you could put on here. A circle, an egg shape, whatever shape you really want to put on. And it will change the distance that this moves. So to start, we have the slider, this piece down here. This is what slides back and forth, see? And we have the crank, which is the input, which is what I'm spinning. This is, you can also call this a cam, but since it's what I'm putting the power into, we're cranking it to make this slide. What is the type of input movement? Again, here we go. I'm turning it, I'm rotating it clockwise, so we have a rotary input. And reciprocating is going to be the output. Not linear, it is moving in a linear direction, but notice when one turn of the crank, it goes all the way out and all the way back. It moves both directions in one turn of the crank, so that is reciprocating. If I were to increase the diameter or change in one of these, if this were a larger circle where the crank is, would the slider move a shorter or longer distance? So if this kind of connector piece that connects the slider to the crank, if this is farther out for a larger diameter, this would push the slider out farther and pull it back farther. So it would move a longer distance if we had a larger diameter in the crank. Is the flow of power reversible? I can turn, but it's asking if I push this slider, what change can I push the crank? And it says yes. It's a little bit tougher. You can only go out the same distance. But you can see here that yes, the flow of power is reversible. And you may see this again, just like the cam and follower as well. Again, is a piston. That pushing up and down movement, that reciprocating back and forth a bunch of times, that movement. Another common example of these is for testing drawers and furniture. If you're going to put this on a machine and just have the machine spin this and crank it thousands of times, it's going to open and close that drawer to make sure it's durable and it doesn't break and it slides really easily. So a drawer tester and pistons in a car or engine as well. And that is the crank and slider.